Having heard what sounded like sandals over the walkie-talkie, everybody give me a listen check to try and decipher what you just heard.
I am good at listening.
Sensory overload. These fucking big ears.
Everyone who failed that check, give me a spot.
I need to roll spot IRL so I can find it. There it is. Neat.
I'm gonna... Can I push that spot?
Sure.
I'm busy. Ooh.
Ooh, you got it. All right, so let's see. We'll go from the top of that list. Jet, you're probably the second most familiar with Sandal's voice out of those gathered here. You hear it in your nightmares sometimes. It's a part of you and will be forever. I'm sorry. But you are fairly confident that was Sandal's Bueller. And he was telling you to wait for the answer to open the door. And you don't know what the fuck that means. But he seemed to be talking to you specifically, even as the line fades into static and no more words come through. You are left with that impression that he wanted to give this message to you.
I think upon hearing Sandals' voice, Jet's first instinct was to duck, of all things. Then to like kind of like whip back and forth, worrying, like trying to figure out where the hell the sound's coming from, because he did not. This started happening at him. And then after apparently marking that much out, he's like, I have never understood a single goddamn thing that man has said in years. Which tracks with the entirety of season 1.
Yep. Now, Keaton and Javi, as that is going on, you're a bit distracted and don't really parse what's coming through on the walkie as you look up and see the stars vanish from the sky.
Oh, fuck.
It's exactly what you were worried about, Dakota. I mean, not Dakota, Kia.
Well, he puts his arm on Dakota's shoulder. Wait a minute.
I didn't know I needed to be worried about this.
Whoa, where are we? We're not in California anymore, are we?
Now, Snapper, you're well aware of the light pollution in most of California. This looks normal to you. Of course there are no stars in the sky.
Nothing strange.
You're in California.
Yeah. Correct.
This doesn't look any different than normal.
No, trust me. Something's not right.
Well,
Look, I don't know if we pass to the other side or if we're in some intermediary plane, but this isn't the normal setting.
How does this work? Is it a place or is it a vibe? I'm not following. Are we? Did the whole place come with us, or are we somewhere else?
Are you positing that this entire prison has been transported to the other side from the material plane?
Yeah, I think that might be what happened. Fuck.
That is not something I would advise.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're not exactly in control of it, bub.
Interesting. It would take an anchor of enormous value to accomplish such a feat.
Meanwhile, Jet's just on a different channel, just shrugging at Melvin, like, seriously, like, is it a ferret thing? Like, to communicate entirely in Doctor Who finales? What the fuck is he talking about?
Melvin strokes you reassuringly, even though he is also freaking out.
And Javier, like, hears you say that and just kind of files that away for later, but he's sort of stuck, like, what did you mean by anchor?
Well, a individual of sufficient other side attunement, let's say, would need to be present in order to facilitate such a feat. The only ones in our record capable of such a thing would be Mr. Melvin here and number 001.
You've got to be kidding me. Holy shit.
001.
Melvin, do you know what's happening?
Melvin looks completely confused, shaking his head, struggling not to start crying again. But, Snapper, you remember from your premonition the mention of 001, Willis Adler.
Willis Adler.
Sure, that sounds right.
Jet, isn't that your last name?
Did you just say?
He said Willis Adler. Do you have hearing difficulties?
Obviously not. What? Why do you know that name?
That's 001.
No,
It's
no,
on
it's
the-
not.
It's on the prison roster as well. Keaton points to the prison roster. Adler, Willis, Coyote, internment, January 30th, 1994. That was before the prison was renovated. He's been here for a long time.
He is
No
the first
worries.
subject in our program.
No, no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
What, now you're the one that's saying things that don't make any sense, Jet. Just speak.
None of you ever make any fucking sense. There is no Willis Adler.
Ugh.
All you've got is
Why
concrete
not?
and ghosts.
Who was Willis Adler to you?
Nope. Nope.
It might help us out if you actually open up a bit. Come on.
Melvin squeezes Jet reassuringly.
There be monsters at the edge of the world. The correct
Now
answer
you're speaking in rhymes.
is to
riddles.
leave and to not learn.
Okay, we'll have to unpack this a bit later, but you said something about a ferret. Did you hear sandals?
What, you didn't? Am I making that up too?
No, I was a little distracted. Just tell me, what did you hear?
Said nonsense. He said not to open the door, to wait for some answer before we open a door. The only thing that's around here?
I knew there was something to do with sandals here. He paid me to look into this place, and I figured it out, and I came here trying to find him, and he's just gone. He's a pain in the ass, this mystery motherfucker. What is your connection to Sandals Bueller? Why was he here to visit you, Melvin? What weird agreement do you have with him? Why is he paying me to look into this place? Does he have something to do with this? Are you on his payroll? She looks to Craven Barochi. We need answers, and we need to stop just freaking out about it. For just 5 minutes, we need to be fucking adults and talk about what happened. What got us here?
I
Magic
believe
gone wrong.
an anchor would get us here and keep us here. That
That's
is something
not-
we will have to deal with in order to go back.
Great. Actually, great. Okay. We're gonna whiteboard for a second here. And she
He's
starts
making Javier butts in. He's making some sense.
so,
When I got us into the command center, I was our anchor. This, though, this is something else. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do whatever is happening here. This is fucking crazy.
Okay. So Keaton starts like drawing in the sand with like the tip of her boot, right? Like she's just like drawing with her leg. She's like, okay, sandals, question mark, connecting line, Melvin, question mark, connecting line, Javi, tunnel, question mark, anchor, circled. An anchor is keeping us here. We need to figure out what that anchor is and find a way to, I don't know, hoist the sails. I'm not sure what the best metaphor here is, unless we have a better one. But that doesn't answer what Sandals wanted here and why Melvin isn't saying something. And she's like looking at Melvin very directly right now. And you can't just hide behind Jet because he's not being helpful right now either. We could all die. So please tell us what you know.
I think this happened at Escape Con in Cape Karma 7 years ago.
Okay. Some more information. I know some of you were there. Jet, Javier, Snapper, I don't know how you're connected, but you seem to know everyone here as well. What is your deal?
My dad was at Escape Con.
Okay. Snapper's dad, connecting line, Escape Con, circling, like anchor.
I have an actual whiteboard in my office if that would be helpful.
No, we're good. We're good.
Not
would
gonna
not
help
fit.
at all.
I think Javier
Elevator.
asked Snapper, like, wait a second. So I always knew there was something more to this. Sure, you wanted to know what happened to your dad, but you knew that thing was inside her. What happened to you?
I don't really know. I've been trying to figure this out for a lot longer than just here.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Like, what's the first really fucked up thing that happened to you?
I mean, my dad not knowing how to do numbers anymore. That's a good start.
Okay.
But no, the weird shit really started when I went to Cape Karma. I wanted to figure out what happened because he won't tell me anything, and there's nothing online about it anymore unless you talk to just the right people.
At this point, the hairs kind of start standing up on like Javier's neck. What did you find at Cape Karma?
All the place is basically gone. It's all burned down. All that's left is the stupid lighthouse, and I went there, and there was something happened inside.
Ooh.
Again, unprompted by Ka, I just have to roll sanity. I'm even hearing you mention the lighthouse.
It is something traumatic, something that is getting your hackles up, putting you on edge, but you're able to keep it together.
Okay, so you found I'm gonna be frank with you. The lighthouse is the reason that I can do all this weird fucked up shit. I'm guessing whatever you saw in there helped you find that slug thing?
I remember the lighthouse being good. It was empowering.
I know
got
that
this
feeling.
I found this hat. That's why I went in, because the hat flew inside, and there was a voice and a fire, and it was so intense. I don't remember it really well. It was so intense. But since then, there's always been a voice driving me.
You walked out of that place with the sixth sense. That makes more sense to me than anything else that's happened so far.
A
Holy shit,
clarification, if you would. What is this weird shit you are capable of? Our tests were always inconclusive.
You didn't need to know.
Okay.
Professor J here is assembling his own X-Men right now, and if you're really good, maybe we'll talk to you about this, but this is currently none of your fucking business. She turns to Snapper and she says, and that's how you knew everything that was going to happen, and that's how you saw the thing that got in me?
I think so. I think so. It all happened all at once. There was this weird moment of like deja vu, and it felt like things were repeating, but then there was like a fiery vision, and I could see that thing inside you, and I had to act. The same voice told me what to do.
Here's how it is. The same way I trusted you and knew what you were saying, what was happening with Keaton earlier, I'm telling you right now, we're not in California anymore. I can sense it. I can feel it.
So
I know Jet here isn't going to be persuaded until we try to get out of here through the front door at least. And if that's where we last saw Sandals, I'm not opposed to heading in that direction anyways.
Sounds great to me. So we have a plan now. Go to reception.
Go to reception and then find out we're stuck here. That's kind of the plan, to be honest.
Sure.
So,
But we all are aligned. We're looking for whatever Sandals was trying to get into. We're looking to see if we can even leave out the front door or where that brings us. And what happens after that? We try to find a way to unmoor our anchor, whoever that might be.
We must cut ties with the anchor, or we will simply be going in circles.
Okay.
Okay, great.
things are sounding very
thanks for your
orderly right
input.
now, so I feel like I should point out that Jet failed the sanity check.
Jet, you take 1 sanity damage.
It's just one.
Yeah.
That's not that
Jet's
bad
been fine. Jet's been
considering how
Yeah.
things have been going.
All right.
I thought it might go very badly considering the scenario.
Wait,
What is-
Doctor. Well, you said that it would take a powerful anchor, and then you said 001. What is it about him?
Subject 001 has displayed the strongest other side aptitude of any subject we have ever discovered to this point in time.
Snapper
Like what?
Snapper hears a voice slither around his brain, and it just says, "Oh, you're stronger, kid. I can feel it."
As you are reeling from that eel around your frontal lobe, Dr. Barochi responds, I am not privy to the exact details, but I find it strange that he still resides at this facility. Usually whenever we confirm the presence of other side capabilities, one agency or another takes them off of our hands.
So you're confident that he's still here?
Oh yes, I have seen him as recently as 2 weeks ago.
Holy shit. Okay. We need to be very fucking careful. This could go sideways quick. But Jet, you want to get out of here, don't you?
Right out the goddamn fucking door.
All right. If this is the
Let's
only way to
mosey.
convince you, let's do it.
All right.
Pull
So-
up the map.
Let's pull up the map, and I'll go ahead and force it on everyone's
Thank you.
screens. So
have
you
a-
head out the yard. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, we have a roamer about, at least
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe it's a
gotta,
long shower.
gotta move carefully.
Indeed. All right. So there is that first security door between the showers and the canteen. That would be the normal way out. Do you want to take that route, or do you want to try and go through the closed shutter in the canteen?
Saying there's a door blocking our way.
There is. There are several doors. You can get to choose one.
Ooh. Through the kitchen might be the, we're gonna pass the least rooms if we try to go through the kitchen.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think we should head that way.
Worth a shot.
Are we able to just make our way into the canteen? Uh-oh. I don't like whatever that is.
Ticket.
Yeah. He can get in the canteen just fine.
Can I, like, scout ahead sneakily?
Sure, give me a stealth.
Yay.
All right. As you're scouting ahead, you catch something out of the corner of your eye and have to duck back behind a corner so you're not seen. You see a confused looking Wolverine exit the showers, like shrug, and then go into the chapel.
Oh. I just convey that information. I think we missed our window to block off lampshade, but it's in the chapel now.
Unlock the chapel?
So
I don't hear how that's any different.
Yeah, let's
he's
just...
out of our way for now.
He's out
The
of our way
chapel
for now.
door
Get the hell
any
out of
different
here.
from the shower door?
I don't know.
What, did we want to try to barricade the chapel?
I
saying
think we
the
should.
plan-
I don't think we
near it.
should.
I think we should
go
just
near
like
there and
move
try to-
forward.
Yeah. We should try to not make our presence known. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. So let's see if we can get this shutter at the back of the canteen open. How do you want to try that?
Strength roll?
Can we assist?
Sure.
Oh, well.
You do not need to, however. Jet is able to like lift it, and he gets to the latch where it's locked and just like slowly forces it upwards, and you hear the creaking of metal as the latch keeping it closed bends, protests, and then finally snaps and breaks, the shutter jumping upwards.
That's not a thinker.
He's a doer.
Great. He's strong.
One door down.
How's the room behind the shutter?
I was gonna say, yeah, do we
How's
spot
that
anything?
looking?
Do we spot anything in the kitchen from here? Do we need to do a spot check?
Yeah, you can give me a spot check.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh no, Javier's blind.
Hey,
I forgot to click. I'm smart. No.
Let's see. Heading into the kitchen, it looks a lot cleaner than the canteen did. It almost looks like there wasn't a whole bunch of prisoners rioting in here because it was closed off from this side. However, Dakota, you notice that the fridge has been left open. The door is ajar. One of the fridges. There are many, but just the one. Do you want to investigate that, or fuck it, get the hell out of here?
I mean, I kind of want to make sure no one's on the other side of it. Can I see underneath?
Underneath the open fridge door?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone on the other side of it. No one using it as cover.
I think that he would probably try to scout ahead, just sneaking along in the kitchen.
All right. Give me another stealth. You, unfortunately, trip into a rack of pots and pans and loudly clatter them onto the ground, several of them falling and bouncing off of your head.
It's the tail.
But
Oh.
nothing seems to come of that. It seems as if you are alone here.
Everyone freeze frame like it's a Scooby-Doo panda like moment.
Is
He
there
just like looks back and gives a very sheepish thumbs up.
I think Javier will hop in behind him, and once I'm in there and look around, do I spot any cutlery?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of cutlery. There's some good knives in here, big old butcher knives.
Yeah,
I'm
going to look for the biggest knife I can find.
All right.
Keaton will do the same.
Or throwable knives.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you
I
can
will
stop
take
up.
any suitable knife.
All right, everybody's got knives. It's a good
You get a
time.
knife, and you get a knife.
Everybody gets a knife.
Except for the doctor.
No knives for him. Not allowed.
No, he did bad things with knife.
May I have my injection gun back?
No.
If you're going about okay.
What's in the fridge?
In the fridge, everything seems to be way more rotten than it should be. All the food that is perishable has begun to indeed perish at an accelerated rate.
Can I close this fridge and then inspect, like, an adjacent one?
Yep. It looks like a similar state of decay in all of them.
Oh, well. No snacks.
3 days.
Yeah, obviously this didn't happen in 3 days. This is the fucked up shit going on.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, we're close to reception. Gonna check it out.
Is this door open?
This door appears to be locked. The lockdown was very efficient.
Yeah, we might need you to do your thing again. Javier kind of bows, then points at the door like.
Come on,
It's still
Bart,
with-
say the thing.
Jet's still with Melvin. He's like, almost there, honey. Eyes forward. Just fucking
Yeah.
kicks the door.
Oh my fucking god.
Just flies, impact crater on the opposite
I think there's
wall.
been one door he's failed to open.
Ain't a
so
prison on
far,
this earth that can hold Jet.
but not this one.
You
Okay.
are very efficient at the destruction of doors. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes.
Really,
Other side
frankly,
thing, or
Wait, frankly, I think it's a supernatural ability, really.
All right. You managed to make it through the door and back into the front office, which you do find empty as well.
so that Sandals guy isn't here.
Receptionist on break?
Keaton, you notice that there is a pile of clothes in the chair behind the bulletproof glass reception counter.
Oh.
so I believe the term we were using was raptured, but whoever was sitting here is gone now. There's a computer there.
There
Is
is
there
a
a guest
computer
book?
Keaton is gonna want to play with that. Is there a way behind this desk?
Yes, it looks like there is like a small door that you have to open with a key.
Let's
Is the
see if
key
Jet
Jet's
recognizes
foot?
the clothes.
The key is indeed Jet's foot. And yes, you recognize the clothes. That is exactly what Doreen was wearing when you arrived here.
No. No. We need to leave now. We need to leave now. We need to leave now.
Keaton ineffectually kicks the door, but it doesn't work, and she just goes, "Fuck, that hurts."
Let's
me-
just leave.
Makes it look
Pick
easy.
it for you.
No, it's fine. It's just eyes on the prize.
Having
I
seen
got
a familiar
distracted.
sight, Jet is very happy to kick a door down.
All right, the exit door or the door into the information
The
kiosk?
exit door.
Exit door. Out we go.
At this
Door
point,
is open.
Javier grabs
Solved your prison problem.
Jet by the wrist and is like, "Listen, man, proceed slowly and carefully."
Great. He throws the
Dude.
scientist out the door.
Whoa. And out he goes. You smell the fresh air of the sea outside. How long as it has been? It has not been that long, but it does feel like it's been a while. And peering outside, you see Dr. Craven Barochi standing up and brushing himself off. That was really quite rude. Oh no, as he looks out into the horizon.
Oh no. Oh no, there's a CG prepared. Oh no.
Oh no.
Beyond the confines of the prison, an endless ocean stretches out into eternity beneath a starless sky. You did not wait for the answer before you opened the door.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't like this when y'all got here, right?
No, it was not. Jet, you can feel Melvin trembling and shaking. He's gonna start crying again.
No, we were good. We're fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We'll figure this out. Smarter people will figure this out.
I'm trying.
Look, I meant it when I said that I was going to do everything I could to get us out of here. But unfortunately, the nerd over there is kind of right. We're going to have to figure out this anchor situation to get us out of here. It didn't matter if we had a boat. If we got on that boat and tried crossing the sea, we just wouldn't find anything familiar to us. This isn't our world.
Give me a spot check.
Everyone
Just
or
Javi
Javier?
or everyone?
Just everyone.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I might push that. Did I not push? Weird. Let me try that again.
Oh, it.
There it goes.
There we go.
All right, so let's see. Snapper, you think you see something bobbing along the, I guess we could call it the coast down beneath the lighthouse. And Javier, you're able to pick it out precisely from how it has been described to you in the past. You lay witness to what you have heard described by your cellmate as Dakota's houseboat.
Oh,
Dakota,
Right.
does your houseboat have a name?
boat.
Boat. Okay. Boat's
Oh.
here.
Boat.
Is that a
Dakota? Is that... What the fuck, man? Is that your boat?
It's kind of.
As I like point to it, towards it.
It's Dakota colored as if he owns it in Age of Empires.
Is that Dakota?
I just took a drink. No.
Keaton groans. I'm
Well-
taking a sanity damage. Voluntary sanity.
I mean, yeah, it's a boat that looks like my boat.
It's your boat, man. This is where it wound up. Holy shit. So Ka, like, how close is it to us? Is it approaching? Is it drifting towards the
It's
landmass?
bumping up against the rocks.
Oh,
But that's
anchored,
is that
or is it-
far away, or is that?
It's not too far away. It would be kind of a nasty climb down there with how precarious this prison is perched atop this little cape.
It's got little anchors on it.
did you, Dakota? Did you have anything in there useful that could be?
I mean, I lived in there.
It's a boat you can smell
So-
a mile away.
Look, he just kind of looks around expecting to see a crowd of people.
You do not see a crowd of people. How unfortunate.
Well, good news is the trick worked, I guess.
Do you think it's worth checking inside if we can get down to that thing safely?
Oh, there's just I don't keep that many useful items in there unless you're into board games.
Is there maybe a cave outlet or something? I don't know if we're going to be able to climb down there. It's pretty far drop.
We could use some rope.
Great. Do you have any?
I do not.
Great.
I have a
Thanks for your
necktie.
Nope, not what I asked. Thank you.
There might be some rope in the warehouse, maybe.
Warehouse. Okay. Next part of our plan then.
Well, this is, I think we're getting our order of operations mixed up here. This might be one way to get out of here, but it's not the way to get out of here right now, unfortunately.
I
Sure.
don't really think that could fit. It could fit that many people. It's kind of cramped in there. I'm just throwing that out there.
We
You
could fit on
really
the
don't
deck.
want us to see inside that boat, do you?
Look, it's kind of cramped in there. I wasn't really expecting guests.
It'll be fine.
Left some things out.
It's like a Jackson Pollock painting in there.
I'll have to. Look,
Can
we can figure this out later. We
I-
can't even get to it right now.
I'm with Dakota here. I don't think this is what we should do. I have an idea, but
What do you
I'm
think?
trying really hard to understand what's going on, and I'm trying to pick it up. So forgive me if it's just some crackpot, insane theory, all right? But Sandals on the walkie-talkie, Jet he said to wait for the answer to open the door. And I don't know a lot about Escape Con, but that was like a game, right? Like you were there to do something, and that's what caused this to happen. Are we playing another game? Is Sandals making us play by his rules?
Or he just meant knock first. Who the fuck knows?
I mean, presumably you all would. You've done this before. Do you not understand the importance of your relationship to this person who seems to be mysteriously pulling strings? You can't be that blind.
He has a few blind spots.
Is that why he wears the glasses?
Are you visually impaired as well?
No, I am not visually impaired.
Oh, good for you.
All I'm saying is, if we're in some fucked up other dimension where there are magic rituals and X-Men running around, maybe we play by its rules for a little bit before we figure out a way out of here. I mean, and she like kind of rubs her temples and she goes, this movie is so old, so I don't know if you guys would know it, but it's called Jumanji. You guys ever seen Jumanji? It's like a classic movie.
Yes,
No.
the Kevin Hart film. It is one of my favorites.
No, none of this remake
Robin Williams
shit.
was my hero. Best bird
Yeah,
actor
okay.
in history.
Yeah, him. Robin. Yeah, exactly. He had
Robin
to
Williams
play.
or Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. He had to play by the rules of the game to get out. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. This is just.
No,
It just-
you're not. You're absolutely right. We leave correctly and we'll sail off into the sunset.
Okay.
But
Great.
clearly, now is not the time.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
Let me
Exactly.
just open up my player's handbook we were all served at the beginning of this game.
Well, you just said you like Robin Williams. He didn't have a handbook. He lost the rules, remember? That's how it worked.
He had dice.
Great.
I got a stick.
You're really fucking strong, dude. You just broke through 4 doors in a row.
Uh-huh, you're
Yeah.
telling
You
me
don't-
that's the wrong thing now. So what the fuck am I supposed to do?
It's honestly quite alarming.
Listen, I'm just saying, I don't know. You have all been through this before. I'm new to this. I don't like the way this place feels. I am in way over my head. I'm really trying to hold it together. maybe
I
we go
watched
back
a
inside
luchador knock his own tooth out on a dare. You want to reenact that? See how that moves the pieces on the board?
She
That
looks
sounds
at
rad.
Dakota. What? I mean, Javi. She's, what? What? What does it have to do with anything?
We have to go back in and to find our way out.
Great. Love that
Ironically.
idea. She walks back inside.
I think Javier,
we'll be back
Javier
for you.
Javier will just kind of like go up to Jet and be like, we have to go back inside. How do we want to do this? They're looking for Melvin. We really don't want him to be spotted. It is an incredible stroke of luck that didn't happen on the way here. Is he coming with us? Are we leaving him out here by the boat? How do we want to play this?
I am not leaving him behind. If he's not coming, then I'm not. That's final.
Does he get a say?
Melvin, what do you want to do?
You guys need to get Jet out, even if I can't. Okay?
Like I said, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that happens. I want to see both of you out of here.
Honey, I will sail off into whatever the fuck all that is before I leave you behind.
You realize how irresponsible that is, right?
I
That you're
don't
putting him
fucking
in-
care.
No, listen to me. You're blinded. You're putting Melvin in more danger by risking his safety. I understand that you have been kept away from him for a very long time. I know that this is horrifying, and frankly, sorry, Melvin, he doesn't look great. And you're saying you're just gonna get lost at sea? To what, die a romantic death? Think about how he feels right now. Because you're too caught up in how you felt for so long that you're not actually thinking about him.
He's
Sorry,
been lost for an entire goddamn year. As far as I know, if I turn my back on him for 1 second, he's just gone again. And you can't fucking promise me anything other than that.
Melvin squeezes your hand and he says, "No, I won't leave you again."
You don't know what's happening either.
No.
Keaton balls her fist and she says, I know for a fact that he's not telling you everything he knows. He's been meeting with Sandals for months. It's on the visitation logs. I looked into them before I got here.
Melvin's head is down as you mention that, and he almost swipes Dr. Barochi with one of his massive antlers. Oh.
I think Javier will try to step in with just a bit more of a compassionate tone and just be like, Melvin, what can you tell us about what you've been up to with Sandals since you've been in here?
Sandals, he's responsible for maintaining everything, the channel, the house, all the financial stuff.
No,
But-
I know that. He's been helping me with all that shit too.
After I started to change, they wouldn't let us see each other face to face, and we just had an audio only conference here.
So you haven't seen him since all of this started to happen to you.
I heard him.
This is where I sort of look towards Keaton. That's what
So-
I thought. Like I said earlier, Sandals would have been trying to stop this from happening. He would not be cool with any of this. As I just gesture wildly at everything.
So what? He paid Jet's mortgage? I don't understand. He worked with someone on the inside while all of this testing was going on, and you're saying that he didn't know anything about it? Then what? He was trying to get Melvin out?
Like Javier just kind of does a bit of a very annoyed face palm. Not annoyed at Keaton, but he's just like, God damn it, I always trusted in Sandals. He always had a plan. He always saw the bigger picture. He got fucking outmaneuvered here.
So then, shouldn't we listen to what he said on the walkie-talkie?
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay. Well, that's all I got. Sorry, She looks at Jet and she looks at Melvin and she says, I'm an asshole and a mess and I shouldn't be airing other people's dirty laundry because I've gotten plenty of it and I puked up a slug an hour and a half ago and I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. I didn't mean to. You guys are good for each other. And then she just kind of walks off and leans against the wall.
Had an in, and he just fucking left you in here.
He didn't know. I didn't want to worry him.
Why the fuck would you not want to worry him?
Because the doctor said that nobody else could fix this.
Fucking God. Oh.
This leaves us with a bit of a quandary. We are left with a puzzle that we seek an answer to. Yes, the cryptic words of Mr. Sandals Bueller, if I am believing this correctly.
Yeah.
Now, while I am an expert with puzzles, I fear that riddles are the worst puzzle of all. Shit tier, in fact.
Shut up.
Yeah.
God, I hate this guy.
Answer to fucking what?
No whimsy.
The fuck does he mean?
Well, what questions are we still seeking an answer to?
How to leave?
What is Jet's deal with Papa Coyote? Who are the heretics or the redeemers? There's something at the center of this that we're all missing. I know it.
Quite literally in the center of the prison, I believe. But I don't want to go in the middle of there and get trapped, so I think we need to go about this very logically. If we feel like we need rope to get down to the ship, I know that doesn't solve the problem of getting out of here, but that is nearest to us. And
Sure.
if shit goes down, you know, I feel much safer in the open space of the entrance. So, I think we need to kind of tiptoe our way back in. Does anyone have a problem with that?
I, for one, would like to stay put here where it is safer.
Javier's like thinking about like weighing these options, like,
He'll just slow us down.
Does Jet see the lighthouse?
The one outside?
The one in the view we saw, yeah.
Yes, when you look back at the prison, you see the watchtower that stands above the prison yard, as if it were a lighthouse.
Do another one of these.
You're keeping it together. It's a lot, but you can hang in there.
You want to know who Willis Adler is? He points to the lighthouse. That is Willis Adler.
I don't believe I am following you.
He grabs Snapper's hat, chucks it at the doctor's face. That is Willis Adler.
I am even more confused. This is a strange metaphor.
Willis Adler's the reason why Cape Karma's better off gone.
Sounds like our anchor. Keaton looks at Dr. Barochi, and I rolled Intimidate. She says, "You stay here, and if you're not here when we come back, I will delete all of your accounts, Mr. Bigfoot Sniffer." If I'm right?
Not my Bitcoin.
Oh. Trust
God.
me, I have access to all of your accounts.
That's not good.
Do not test me.
Consider yourself untested.
Wonderful, thanks. Anchor. I think it's in the chapel.
Well, the Sadler was why I was alone.
You don't
like
look so alone right now.
Can I try a charm on Jet to kind of snap him out of it?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh no, the boy failure's being alluring.
I mean, we'll see.
I'm not letting go. I'm
Yeah,
not letting
you're
go. I'm not letting go.
That's the exact amount you needed.
Holy shit.
I think he just like sneaks up with a surprise shoulder rub. It's like, hey, buddy, whatever's in there, we gotta face it together.
I'm not letting go.
Our friendship.
I'm not letting go.
Well, trust that Melvin trusts you.
I'm not gonna be alone again.
Just kind of looks at Melvin like, say it.
You're never alone, Jet. I'll always be here with you, even if we're not like technically in the same room. It's still together, but apart together.
Yeah.
Admirable effort. Really great stuff.
Yeah.
Jet just like buries himself in him. We're getting out of here.
Yeah, we are. Promise.
So, about that warehouse, he wants to check it out. Everyone
Lead
coming?
the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, let's kick some more doors.
Yeah, we should. Sniper
All right.
walks up and snatches his hat back from the doctor.
What a strange way to deface a garment.
What, deface?
It is covered in holes now, due to the pins that have been attached to it.
The,
Oh my god, this
these
guy
are
is such a fucking
improvements.
square. What the hell? Alright, whatever, we'll see you later, man.
You should see this guy's letterboxd account. I promise you it's the worst thing you've ever seen.
I believe you.
Really was kind of hoping he'd just catch fire.
Same.
All right. Heading out and heading into the warehouse, you find that the door isn't locked for once. Jet's foot key is not needed for the time being.
Okay.
Inside the warehouse, you find all manner of supplies needed in the day-to-day operation of a prison, and in short order are able to find a large amount of rope.
All right.
You can at least,
Once we
yeah,
grab
you
that.
can at least dock it. I'd
Hey.
prefer to leave here with the boat, if we can.
Absolutely. Let's secure that before we get any deeper into this place. How does everyone feel about tying up the doctor?
I might have a
Thank God
suggestion.
You suggested it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just like he can stay where he wants to stay, but I think we're gonna help him with that, if you catch my drift.
That's great. Dakota, what was your plan?
Well, you know, I have a trick up my sleeve.
Great. Snapper, are you getting any Jean Grey visions, Kitty Pryde, Days of Future Past? I think I read the Wikipedia summary of that. I think that's what's happening, right?
Who? Gene
Gotcha.
who?
You getting any visions of the future, bud?
No, they pretty much stopped when we got out of the yard.
Okay, well, sure, we'll tie him up. That's fine.
All right, so we're heading back to reception with the big rope supply.
All right.
Is there anything else
I
in the
can't
warehouse?
do
of note?
rope.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything that you would need for maintaining a prison. If there's something specific you're looking for, I can tell you whether or not it's here. Nothing stands out at you as like, whoa, that's weird. That's here, though.
Is there just like handcuffs much
I can
easier.
do
There
than a
are
rope.
handcuffs, yes.
I can do anything with a
grab 'em.
rope.
Do we have the keys for said handcuffs?
Yes, each of the closed packages like comes with a key wound to it with a
Cool.
little wire. They also have riot cuffs.
That has so much rope skill.
Is
Yeah,
there any spray cleaner?
There is spray cleaner.
Yeah, Keaton wants to grab aerosol, like any type
boy.
of aerosol.
It's probably nothing. I don't know. Has Jet ever like docked a boat? Moored a boat? Is it mooring? I don't
Is Jet
know.
experience with docking? Is that what you're asking?
Oh, no.
I didn't specifically ask that, but if Jet has a better arm for this, that's what I'm asking.
I can imagine there might have been a Mr. Man video where that would have come up, and he would be the crew.
I
Of all the
learned
shit
how
we're
to
dealing with
tie
tonight, ropes are easy.
327 different types of sailor knot.
Look,
On
Dakota
one
just
rope.
owns the
And they're
houseboat.
all on
He
the
doesn't,
same
like,
sailor.
He doesn't do any nautical seafaring. It's just on the marina at all times.
It's where the best Wi-Fi is. Some of their
It's true.
Jaws card tricks.
Somebody else put it there. You just hope it stays.
Yeah, so you're gonna put it there, and I'm gonna hope it stays.
Am I rolling rope work? Is we're doing a thing?
Yeah, do it.
Let's do
Good.
it. Don't fail me now. Oh, that's not good
Never
enough.
gonna succeed.
I see you have returned with rope. Ow, ow, ow. It's just like my Japanese animes. Ow, ow.
What are these rolls tonight?
You can push that because it's not a crit fail, is it?
That is a crit fail.
Oh, I thought it had to be a 100 to be a crit fail. Gotcha.
I forget the exact formula, but double skull means crit fail.
So how
Does he
how
does he just like throw the rope and just it lets go?
what's the reaction to this? Does he like run from us?
No, you are doing it all wrong. Here, allow me.
Sorry, I might be working out some frustrations.
Let me try his use rope. Let's see.
Himself?
Yeah,
Is he gonna tie himself?
he's gonna show you how it's done. Let me just.
I thought we got the handcuffs for him just to lock him to the.
Ooh.
Let's see here.
Is that not what we were trying to do?
Yeah.
Jet
Well, yeah, I mean,
is single-minded on using rope on everything. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter that we have handcuffs.
Okay.
You can always cuff him.
There, just like that. Oops.
He has to be the dumbest smart person I've ever met in my life.
Duck season.
Intelligence versus wisdom. They're two different stats.
Do I roll
Okay.
a rope work to see if it's if he did it right? Or spot? I guess.
It looks right to you.
Uh-huh. Perfect.
Problem solved
What
itself.
the
I guess.
fuck ever?
Good. Now that you know how it's done, please untie me.
No.
You're gonna bit of a change of plan. You are gonna stay here, but we're just helping you, with that.
Oh no, I don't like that.
That just kicks him over.
You're good.
It'll be fine. We'll be back in a bit.
Help.
Whether I don't know if he's standing or sitting, but Jack just like kicks him over, and now he's just
Ah,
prone and roped.
Oh yeah.
help.
Yes.
His limbs are so long. It's very weird. It's very
is.
uncomfortable.
It actually makes him harder to get up.
Well, that worked out.
Great.
Well, whatever comes this way, we'll find him first.
Can we get my boat?
Yeah, let's work on that.
I want my boat.
Back to the boat.
Do I try again at rope work? I can't
Yeah.
fail twice.
Well, you can't fail 3 times, right?
Can we?
Can I be like assisting at all?
Luck.
Can our
Well,
dice
that would help.
dice instead of not dicing?
You can push it.
Could I like use intelligence to kind
oh
of like?
god! I mean, it's his
direct
boat.
him?
I guess I could push it.
Yeah,
You don't
push
want to. You
it.
don't want to crit fail on the boat.
How do I
Push
just
it.
roll it again to push it?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
That's better.
that's a success.
That's a better number.
Damn.
Okay, we didn't just lose it instantly.
Oh, I wanted to sink that boat.
All right, well, I
has
finally
all
get to
my
mark
favorite
rope work for
things in it.
improvement, so maybe in the future it won't be this embarrassing.
So you managed to lasso down onto the boat and get it like actually docked securely and not crashing against the rock, scratching the shit out of
Yeah.
itself.
I really need to
And-
add like at least 20 points to rope work before I get Melvin home.
And now that you have a rope line secured to it, it is easier to get down to.
I don't climb.
I do that,
Is that
too.
dexterity thing? Wait, actually, is that dexterity?
That's climb.
There's a
Climb is
climb.
its own
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
Jet is good at climbing. What am I
All right.
looking for?
I don't know. What are you looking for?
Yeah. I was expecting anyone to go down there. Yeah. While Jet's like already like halfway down, like.
Just,
Jet's just taking
don't
the
look
last
into-
instruction given.
don't look in the upper left cabinet. Just
He's gonna look now. You told him.
I've been
don't look
looking
in
for.
most of the cabinets.
I've been looking
It
for
is-
replacements.
It's
No.
a shit show in here. It reminds you of your old trailer. Man, those were good times.
Uh-huh. Anyone
There's-
else? Is Jet the only one down there?
Yeah, I think so. There's copies of Madden everywhere. That's what we'll say it is.
Jesus. Uh-huh. Like euphemistic Madden.
Mm-hmm.
So Jet isn't finding like a bunch of skeletons in there.
No.
The best thing
No.
about the name Madden is the most commonly used letter in it.
Mm-hmm.
D.
Is there anything useful in here? That's spot, I guess. Useful or interesting or illuminating about, oh god, I know the deepest,
Critically
darkest
notices.
secrets of Dakota right now.
Why don't you tell me, Dakota? Is there anything
I know,
useful down
I know
there?
Dakota intimately.
I built an entire psychiatric profile on you.
There are a lot of very neat looking restraints. You don't know if they're for magic or not.
Or do I? Is there a gay roll?
Jet knows.
Is that a skill?
That would be psychology, I think.
Some of them are branded bedroom magic, if that counts. One of them is called the Hogtie Houdini.
I'm gonna make this
There's
disappear.
more rope in there too.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely taking the rope.
It's a very different kind of rope.
Jed
Yeah,
has
it's really
rope
soft to the
skills.
touch.
He would like ropes.
This is fancy,
No,
bro.
that's great news for Pop Coyote. All right, taking any ropes, chains, weapons,
Whips.
whips. Is our
Trying to think.
whips?
He probably has like a katana in there.
Oh
Uh huh.
no.
Real or
It's like
fake?
it's like, yeah, it's like an eBay katana just sitting on top of his fridge.
Like good
It's a
shitty
half-size
or
fridge.
bad real? That's like a,
Uh,
that's a Venn diagram.
It's bad shitty. This is like flea market quality, but it is sharp.
Is there a
Think-
master sword anywhere? Hot topic master sword.
No, not that bad.
I feel like Jet is returning with like 3 like hoops of rope, a fucking cat of nine tails, a fucking plastic katana, and like something battery powered.
A neck massager.
Uh huh.
That would be very helpful.
Uh huh.
It's an
For getting
e-stim unit.
for getting
that we
answers
bring
out of
as a
people.
taser.
Just went right to the cupboard I said not to look in.
Is there a step
That's where all
down
the
there?
useful stuff is.
Not that you can see.
It's well hidden.
So,
It's the same color as my glasses, so it's invisible.
That's how that works, sure.
Uh huh.
Is Jet returning with that stuff?
I
Yep.
guess I'll see how well I climb back.
Yeah, you don't need
help
you don't need a roll for
Okay.
that. You made it down once. You're good.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
we'll
Oh,
just
thank
ignore
God,
that then.
I, Toaster,
fucking
am
dies.
cringing in real life, like imagining this happening. Like it is fully, my posture's bad now. Like,
Dakota just like sees Jet coming up with all this stuff, like, oh, you found all this stuff. Wow, you found all this stuff. Wow, that's a lot. You found all the stuff.
Uh huh. You had to help. You had a helpful carrying case and everything.
Yeah,
Embroidered.
that was the up left cupboard, right?
Uh huh.
Uh-huh. Well, Let me hang on to that. I'll just
Who's Dusty?
don't worry about it.
That's
Oh, good.
wild.
You got my blade.
It smelled like a movie theater in there, and it was twice as sticky.
Hell yeah, man, we got a sword out of this. I thought you said there wasn't anything useful in there.
Well, unsheaths his blade. It's Kill Bill replica. Pretty sweet. I think this is from Volume 2. L Driver's blade. It's pretty cool. Just kind of like
Cool.
does like a few
Volume
practice
2,
swings
the one
with
that's
it.
not known for its katanas.
It was the cheaper version, okay?
That's like the fourth Kill Bill reference this season.
Well, we should be safe now.
Great. I feel so comforted.
Jet is just like has 2 bandoliers of ropes at this point. He's not particularly disinterested in the other shit because he already has weapons.
All right.
As he drops everything, the battery-powered thing just starts moving.
Dakota just kind of kicks it over the edge.
Broosh.
I think that's another slug. Anyways, we gotta go.
Yeah. Anything,
the
please.
horrors of the deep.
All right, back inside. Well on our way. Where to?
So
A mental ward for Toaster, who's dying of second-hand embarrassment right now.
I think so. What kind of knowledge, or if there's something that I have to roll for this? Javier is weighing. He knows that there's probably shit going down in the chapel, but also the observation tower. Does he know where the entrance to the observation tower is?
You do not.
Would Keaton
Interesting.
know?
Give
from
me an education for Keaton.
Absolutely. My pleasure. No! We'll luck that.
All right,
That's-
lock that.
Oh, yeah.
7 luck.
So, okay. Down to 50 luck.
All right. Keaton, you didn't see that observation tower on the blueprint at all.
She's just now realizing this?
Yeah. Because you've been seeing it every time you went out into the yard. It's very obvious.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you take for granted. I think as she thinks about it, and she's probably overhearing Javi talk about it, has the tower been here all along?
You've seen it
Yes.
as long as you've been here, both of you.
Yeah.
Dakota, do you know where the entrance to it is?
Can I do an education roll on that?
Sure.
I think while that's happening, Keaton's just like, it's not on any of the maps I saw.
Now, Dakota, you've asked around about it because it's been somewhat an idle curiosity, and you hear rumors about it amongst the other prisoners, and nobody knows exactly how you get into it. There is a persistent rumor, though, that you can input some sort of strange sequence into the elevator to get there.
Yeah, Ivan told me about it.
Fucking elevator.
Of course, Ivan did.
Wait, the morgue elevator?
What's the... Oh god, what's the like running joke in video games what the door code is?
451?
Oh, 451, yeah.
Is that what we know the door code is?
Yeah.
Great.
It's the first door code of the season, so it has to be a 451.
Sorry, so we want to go back to the morgue elevator and push the buttons 4 times? The first button 4 times, the second button 5 times, and the third button once? Is that what you're saying?
All I heard was 451.
Okay. Is this what we're doing, everyone? Is this the plan?
Well, what do we hope to achieve up there?
That might be where the anchor is?
Well, I mean, if we're running on the assumption that the anchor is Papa Coyote, Lampshade told us that he was waiting in the chapel.
It-
He said they were looking for hands? Oh, like the angels. That makes so much more sense. I don't know why I never connected that till just now. Are they making those things? Oh.
The chapel.
First, y'all were looking for a lighthouse in the desert. Now you're looking for an anchor in a prison.
So,
Context
where do we want to
clues.
go first? I can't square away what the relationship is between the two places. They're both important. I can feel it.
Well, we know we're at least dealing with big guy with a wrench, and we don't know what we're facing
Oh,
otherwise.
It's
We
gonna
have a
take
s-
2 trips for us all to. If it's the morgue elevator, it's gonna take 2 trips. We're gonna need to split up again. So either way, I mean, it's gonna take. Thinks about it, 26 minutes to get up there. Or
This-
more than that, double that.
Isn't this
it's gonna
the same
take about
group
an
of people
hour.
that already used it before?
So,
Well,
Sure.
There's one thing we didn't really address.
what's that?
Well, there's nobody in the yard.
Oh,
Did they vanish when we moved to the other side?
that is really optimistic. We didn't see any clothes.
They weren't all dead, is the problem.
Yeah.
Jet found that out.
All right, how do we want to do this? Are we just charging into the chapel then? Are we going to try to lure them out? There's a couple different ways this could go.
Dakota and I told Lampshade we were gonna bring the doctor to Papa Coyote.
That's
Well,
it.
he's
we
all
can,
tied up, isn't he?
we
yeah.
can split them up. Let's lead them to the scientist, and we just like stab him in the back or something.
He doesn't need to know.
You are so ruthless.
I mean, we'll separate him from his crew at the chapel.
No, I
Right.
mean I mean, he probably deserves it, but it's just you really are out for that doctor's blood. I'm not blaming you. That's sorry. That came off
not
judgmental.
No, I'm not talking about stabbing the doctor in the back. I'm saying stab the lampshade when he's headed back
Oh.
towards the scientist with us.
To be honest, it really unsettled me for a minute. Yeah, no, I totally, 100%.
We can take him out. It's gotta be tough.
I need my hands, guys. I really don't want to. I mean, these things, they're how I do my job, so I really don't want to lose them. That's all I'm saying.
Who do we think is most poised in our group to convince him to follow you back to reception? That seems like something Dakota could pull off.
Dakota or I could maybe do it.
Wait, here's a marker.
Maybe
I think
Dakota.
you're looking for the others, right?
Wait,
You don't have
they're-
to lead him back for the doctor. You could. So
Ambush
you
him on the
found
way
Mike.
out.
Oh, they are looking for Mike. Yeah, but what happens when we bring them back to Mike and he's dead in the cafeteria?
Same
think they're
thing
just
that
gonna be
happened to
like-
Mike.
Ha ha ha, that's so funny. Wow. You guys are free to go. What?
Okay, so that's why we lead them back on a specific path, because you don't have to go through the cafeteria to get back to reception.
Sure.
So we lead Lampshade down the hall, back towards the scientist, and
I'm not
we do
worried
what
about
we do.
Lampshade. I'm worried about the rest of them because there's ostensibly way more of them. And we don't know anything about this Papa Coyote guy other than the fact that Jet doesn't like him. Unless you know him. I mean, you're an inmate here. Have you seen him before?
Give me an education. Dakota, you're new here. You haven't met him yet. Javi, though, you spend some time here and you've seen him around. You've seen the way the other redeemers treat him like the second coming of Jesus Christ. He is an incredibly old, ancient coyote who looks like he could fall over dead at any moment, and yet he commands so much respect amongst them. It is very strange to see.
How many eyes and limbs does Javier remember him having?
You remember that he has no hands.
Interesting. I think that would make Javier a little more afraid of him in a way, because it's not a physical threat, is the vibe that he's getting.
Yep.
Can I make an education roll to see if I remember, like, how many members of the Redeemers there were last we checked?
Give me a roll on that.
You got 10 luck?
I'll use 10 luck for that.
Last you heard, the Redeemers numbered in the 30s.
Oh. Huh, that's higher than I was hoping for.
That's a gray muzzle of Redeemers.
All right. Keaton was onto something when she suggested we play this like a game. And we're not playing this like to the best of our abilities, like this is a stealth game. You're worried about finding the bodies. We need to get rid of the bodies before anyone else finds them. We've got a cliff outside. We can just drag the bodies and toss them out of here.
There's a deep freezer in the kitchen, right?
Oh.
There is.
Yeah, I
also
thought
a
about that
morgue.
too. I thought about that too. I was a bit worried about someone checking the fridge, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe we could
Morgue
just
is a
kinda-
high traffic area.
Javier
We can't
is
bring them
grim.
there.
All right. You know what? It's less of
Javier's-
a trek.
Javier's just fully ready to turn this into like half an hour into a hitman mission that's gone poorly. Just when you're just bad at stealth and
Yeah.
just like more people keep running into a room and you keep killing them.
Javier's in here.
Hell
playing
yeah,
him.
let's go, Hitman.
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
No.
My concern here is that they already know that we're wandering around and we haven't shown up for them, so they're going to be looking for us. Who's to say they haven't found the bodies already?
Okay, so we split into groups of two. One group to ambush Lampshade, the other group to hide the bodies in the
Well,
freezer.
If we're gonna ambush him, do we need to hide anything?
But the problem is if there's more than just Lampshade, like we're going to need to ambush a lot. There's going to be a pile of bodies. It's going to become a whole Skyrim thing, you know, like you sit in stealth and then you pick off a guard and then the guard walks in and then you pick off that guard and then another guard walks in and you pick off that guard and then all of a sudden you have a mountain of guards. Has no one else done this before, or am I the crazy
Oh
one?
my god, we're talking about video games now. Who is this lampshade y'all keep talking about? Do you know him?
He's an
Hi,
angry Wolverine.
Can
As
he
you
be
are-
turned?
As you
Oh.
are discussing this,
Yeah.
someone's ears perk as from the hallway comes someone into the front office to see you talking about this. Y'all talking about me?
Oh,
Thank God you're here. Oh, thank God you're here.
Oh, it's
look
that
at
guy.
look at what we found. And as I point towards the scientist.
Help!
Didn't he run away?
Help!
Yeah, he was trying to get out of here, but we
Help!
we
They're
caught him
tricking you!
finally.
Help!
hold up. Can I hypnotize this dude?
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna make an attempt.
Hypnotize which person?
The threat.
Oh, lampshade, not the, not the
yes.
doctor.
I thought you meant the doctor, who has one power.
You said yes already, Ka. You can't back out of it. Take back
That's how that
seats.
works.
I mean, you can try.
How? I mean, they have history of some kind.
I think that
See,
like
girl.
I'll
Out of just
I'll
out of
describe what
character.
happens if this
Yeah.
goes well.
Yeah.
Just out of character. I'm just like, maybe they can turn lampshade to sit this one out, since our goal is not good for him.
You want to push it?
You could luck it, right?
20 luck.
Is that out of character? My question about lampshade is whether he's a true believer or not.
I think
I
you
can't
can.
use luck on the push roll, right?
Right.
You can either luck or push, not both.
Ooh.
If you got 20 luck to spare.
That's like how much luck I
use 20
started the
luck.
entire campaign with.
I'm gonna use 20 luck.
All right.
Shit.
So, I think that what this looks like is that, like, as Lampshade is entering the room, like, he looks around and he sees that Dakota is just, like, already up in his face, and he's, like, snapping on either side of his, like, ears, just kind of, like,
What?
distracting. Oh, no, it's cool. Oh, man, it's so cold in here, though, right? You feel that? He's kind of, like, rubs his shoulders, like, ooh, it's freezing. You're so cold. Oh. It's weird, right?
Hey,
You feel that?
I guess.
Oh, God, you're getting so tired right now. I think you could just go to sleep.
Jacket.
He just snaps his fingers, like,
No.
while staring directly into his one working eye.
He slowly lets that eye droop shut and leans back against the wall. Still sort of there, but not entirely.
What the fuck? That works.
It's just serious. Anyways, where are those handcuffs?
You got him.
Handcuffs.
where
Handcuffs.
Javier
Just snap,
butts
snap,
in.
snap, snap.
So everyone knows what I'm going to suggest. Feel free to pitch your less lethal options.
I'm never
Handcuff
letting him
him for
near me
now.
again.
I would say disarm him, but, like, he's already halfway there.
He's missing a finger. Handcuffs won't work. He'll be able to slip out of them.
You realize this as Keaton says it. This is true.
Well, on both hands?
Yep.
Fuck. Oh, we gotta kill this guy.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. Why do I not know how to do the thing I'm good at?
You want to push it?
Push it?
Yeah.
No,
Jesus.
because critical failure on that will like wake him back up or something. We don't want.
Well, Jet's not a thinker.
Oh my god.
That's a better roll.
So
Uh-huh.
what does that look like? Keaton doing a fighting check and then that being pushed.
Yeah,
Well-
what is Keaton doing?
I have a knife. So she was literally just going to stab him directly in the heart
Oh.
Oh.
All
and just
right.
solve the problem.
That roll went off, so give me a damage roll.
I don't have the knife in my inventory, so I don't know how to roll damage for it.
Give me a D4.
These are
only a
very
D4.
different solutions.
It's a D4, and then let's see if you have any DB. I don't think you do.
Knife rabbit, why?
Keaton, what are you doing?
You have a DB of 0, so that did a total of 4 damage.
Yeah, I think as she's standing there, Javi's like, you know what my suggestion is going to be, and she just literally just like extends arm, pushes knife directly into the center of his chest.
His pecs are so rock hard that it doesn't get through as far as you think it should. But it does snap him out of that trance right as Jet is tying the last restraint to get him bound properly.
Damn, so he's stabbed, but he can't even fight back.
Nope,
He's tied
and
up.
he begins howling out in extreme pain, thrashing and wailing on the ground.
Jesus Christ, read the room.
Sorry, I moved quickly.
just
Sorry. You know, she's still holding the knife like up to his chest and like wiggling it around by accident. Like, sorry,
We need to get you back in
Adrenaline.
whatever cubicle environment you thrive in.
okay. Personal attacks.
Dakota just has both hands up and he's like backing up.
And Knife Rat finishes the job.
Oh my god!
Upon immediately hearing the shrieking, I'm like, he's gonna alert everyone to our presence. So I'm just like, I just go in for like the deepest slice on his throat that I can with the scalpel.
Can Snapper try to shove Javi out of the way?
Sure. Give
What do you want me
me
to
a strength.
To try to interrupt the murder.
Yeah.
You have to roll a dodge.
Jesus Christ.
Javi, do you want to dodge or do you want to get that off?
Fuck.
All right.
Uh-huh.
You fail to dodge, and you are pushed to the ground as your knife swipes through, but not deep enough to finish him. And he is
Jesus
still
Christ,
shut.
can we not just murder people?
Well,
Okay, no more knives and people. I feel like we're not on the same page here. That's not a very good gag that Jet's making.
buddy,
It is very ineffectively quieting
stop going
the
through my bag.
Wolverine.
I don't want him. I don't want his mouth all over. Okay.
Oh, did you
What is
want
the
him?
sword?
Oh, did you want it back?
I mean, it's not cheap.
He now falls over, bleeding from the chest. But he goes quiet.
Like unconscious or?
He appears to
Listen.
be unconscious. He may not stay that way for long.
I'm not good at this. Someone, you gotta at least stop the bleeding. Jesus Christ.
May I offer assistance?
No.
Shut up.
Big
No one
boy,
asked you.
Shut the hell up, man.
Okay.
Snapper.
I'll
Listen to
try.
I'll luck that.
All right.
You're trying to save him now?
Look, out of everyone that we have met in here, other than the fact that his boss told him to beat us up, he has been reasonable.
He
He
your
broke my rib. Holy shit, it still hurts.
He tried to kidnap me.
He was going to kill us in the prison block before. Like, this is what was gonna go down. He was gonna cut off Keaton's hands. Like, man.
Did anyone try to talk to him then?
Yeah, I tried to, and then he wouldn't listen, so I had to basically suplex him.
I was busy getting stabbed a bunch of times. You were busy having your ribs broken. These people won't hesitate to mutilate and kill us.
He was right there at the top of the elevator, and he just walked away.
Yeah, because Dakota and I used our incredible skills to convince him to leave us alone. What?
It's not because he's peaceful, it's just because he was confused for a moment. The second that
Hey.
everyone in this prison figures out what's going on, they're going to team up against us. The more we can separate them and take them out, this is what we got to do.
Okay, frankly, first off, he definitely wasn't confused because we did a great job at convincing him He thought he knew exactly what was going on, but
He was like putty in our
frankly,
hands.
yeah, he completely melted underneath. And Keaton is like pouring super glue over his wounds and like just trying to like hold them shut so that they dry so he doesn't bleed out, even though it's going to cause like internal bleeding or whatever. And she's like moving him around and jostling him and just like, he's totally fine. Okay. Like we really convinced him that he was on the right track, but I'm sorry. I just got out of it. I don't think we can trust him. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Jesus Christ, I can remove him from the situation. Just gonna try to move him. Jet's absurd plan, which might end in death, is to take him to the rope that's attached to the boat and just
No, bad
send
idea.
him down it.
No, he should not be on the boat because if he wakes up and he finds a way to unmoor the boat, he steals our boat.
You attach
Steals my boat.
Eyeless Mike's hook to his back and send him down.
Yeah, like the idea is to send him down the rope, still hogtied, just laying on top of a boat, unconscious and tied up.
I don't want him
Why?
to bleed on my boat.
Yeah, and
It's a little late
Why?
for
We're
that.
worried about where blood goes today.
Yeah.
you think we're gonna get out of all of this and we're gonna share a shitty boat with a guy I just stabbed who also tried to kidnap me? I'm sorry, this counts as self-defense. And also, what? Why do you want to save him?
Why do you want to kill people so bad?
Because they tried to kill us. This is not weird.
Javier doesn't say anything, but just kind of like gives Keaton a look and just nods, like, you get it.
This is like a life or death situation where,
Well,
first
he's
off,
not getting back up.
this
Well,
man's just
that's
a
right.
horrible fucking prisoner. And no, what?
I don't trust the people that have been removing the limbs and tongues and eyes of everyone else that's in this prison. That's just my stance. I think that they're bad people.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of people out in the yard. You saw them.
Wait. We have collateral. He has hands. Papa Coyote wants hands. We can
I'm not
take
touching
him
that.
back and offer him. I'm not saying we cut off his hands right now, you freak. What I'm saying is we offer him to Papa Coyote as collateral to figure out what the fuck is going on.
We went
Oh my
from
God,
judging them
I'm
to
a
being
genius.
them real fast.
No, what? I'm not being them. I'm not like worshiping a hand god. I'm saying we.
Yeah, you're just doing all the actions involved in it.
No, I'm not. I'm letting them do the actions while I sneak around their backs and do something else.
Uh-huh.
It's playing both sides so you come out on top.
Exactly. Man, Dakota's so smart. This is what
Jet's
I meant when I said you
definitely
were the
going
smart one,
to
Dakota.
kick him off the cliff on the plan he made, and we'll see if anyone contests that in time. Because Jet doesn't like the words he's hearing.
All right, give me a fighting roll.
Wait,
Did we already
But-
send him down to the boat?
you at least need to gag him.
Oh, I don't think anyone
Like
can hear him all the way
anyone
down on the
hear him.
boat. Yeah, he's way out there, right?
All right, so are you sending him down the rope?
Yeah, unless someone
Okay.
stopped trying to fight it.
I mean,
'Cause what the
I
fuck
really
is
think
Keaton
that's a bad
saying?
idea. And what Keaton's saying is that these people are bad, and being nice and keeping them alive when they're murderers is a dumb idea with no logical backing at all.
Also, that hook doesn't have brakes.
Yeah, so he's just gonna splat.
No, he's just
oh my
gonna.
god.
That's fine. What's a few more broken ribs in this game?
What's the falling damage calculation
Why-
cause?
why
It
don't
one
you
is
just-
10d10?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Why don't you just lower him down
I could
rather
do a-
than...
I could do a rope work
Then
check for how
zipline him down.
good he is at ziplining people.
Yeah, do a rope work check.
safely.
You should do a rope work check.
He'll
It'd be
never
fun.
know the result of the check, but
All right. That happened.
we'll find out how many
Do you wanna
ribs he
do you wanna
has
push on
left on the finale when everything's normal again. Definitely.
How are you feeling about that roll? Did you want to push on that, or are you?
I mean, well, Jet. This is the kind of
fumble.
role where Jet doesn't know what's outcome.
Result.
Just like with Moorcock.
Yep.
Anyway, Jet's taking note of how Keaton's talking a whole lot like Willis lately.
She's not. She's being completely fucking reasonable. This dude tried to, for all she knows, take her off to basically assault her.
Why
This
a
is
listen
feminism
check?
as far as she's
Is the
concerned.
listen check for broken ribs?
Yeah, no, it was just to see if he went splat when he hit the bottom, which you can't hear over the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna take forever to clean.
As you guys are having this heated conversation, Melvin returns from the bathroom and he says, I think I figured everything out.
What? You were in there the whole time?
Yeah. Did anything happen out here?
No.
No, nothing at all.
Okay. What are we doing?
Well, what did you figure out, Melvin?
I'll talk to Jet about it later. Don't worry.
What? You can't just walk out of the bathroom like you've been sitting in there for, what, the past 30
no,
minutes and then
it's
say something
else.
cryptic?
We're gonna need a bigger bulb. That's for tomorrow.
Huh. So, chapel?
How about you just stay on that side of the doctor, so if anyone comes this way, they find him first.
Oh, okay. So I'll stand here and I'll guard him.
No, go outside and be invisible.
Well,
Okay. Okay, I can do
I mean,
that.
if the bathroom locks from the inside, I mean, that's not like a terrible...
Is the bathroom locked on the inside?
Yeah.
You know what? Just lock yourself
Okay.
in the bathroom. We'll be
Yeah, it's not a
right
terrible place to hide.
back as fast as we can.
Everyone finally
If
agreeing
you
on
hear
something.
anything that's not me, stay there.
All right. It'll be just like the bathroom challenge.
Uh-huh. A lot of candle.
I didn't see that one.
Okay, so we're going to the chapel empty-handed now to bargain, to try and negotiate with terrorists?
Still have a gun.
Great.
Maybe the only
And
one.
what,
I don't
you're
know.
gonna shoot them, mister? I am afraid to hurt anyone, especially people who threaten to kill us.
You have a very warped sense of morality.
No, I have a really, really great sense of survival.
There's a big difference between killing someone when you're defending yourself and killing someone who is actively tied up and not able to do anything.
For our viewers at home, that's 2 out of 3 people in the original fight that have indeterminate fates now. And we just don't know how that's going, and it's Jet's fault. It's Schrodinger's Moorcock. We just don't check if he's alive. And then...
Does he rise with the next
It's the
morning?
Batman principle, like
when he
didn't
runs
kill
people
them, the
over
fall
with his
from the top
shock
of the
car.
building
Yeah.
yeah, it's different.
Keaton like looks at Javi and she's like, "Have they always been like this?"
Non-homicidal.
Great. Okay. Well, sure.
Look, I understand your plan with bargaining. We could maybe still play that angle. You know, I don't know if one of us would have to run back and get him or how that would work, but
We have the doctor, I
we have
guess.
the doctor, we have the guy down on the boat.
I feel like from Javier's perspective, this is like Jet being less difficult than before. It's like a vacation from season 1, Jet.
I'm just saying we have resources, and you barter with them, and now we
Well-
have less resources.
If we get rid of the anchor, we get to go home,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
That's what the doctor said.
Yeah. That is the plan.
Why don't we just go shoot him?
No, I would love that. I just want to make sure that we're actually going to, and we're not going to play this weird morality thing.
Jet, you want to leave, right?
Uh-huh.
So be prepared to shoot a motherfucker then.
He's our ticket out of here.
Everyone's just like staring at Jet. Like everyone's just like looking at him for like, this is what we're doing, right?
Will your hands be ready?
The moral of the tale is to shoot a man with no hands.
Yes. Yes. If you want to save your husband, you shoot the guy who apparently traumatized you. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me, but I think that is what we have to do, yeah.
Ooh.
Resolve your trauma or whatever. It's beautiful, and it would win an Oscar or something. I don't know.
Yeah, great. I played Silent Hill also.
What?
You have any more sage advice?
That game is,
Whatever
like,
comes
ancient.
after Zoomers?
Gen Alpha.
No.
I think she's a
Oh,
Zoomer.
no.
She was born in
She's an
2002.
alpha rabbit. We're not solving anything standing here.
Great, let's go.
Yeah,
To
I
the
guess we're headed
chapel,
towards
then.
the chapel.
Are you taking the doctor?
No.
No.
No, I guess not.
All right. Give me a scent check for everyone as you approach the chapel.
Keaton's great at that.
Do I not have this skill? Let's see.
I will spend a 3.
I do not have the sense skill.
Oh no. Oh, you got it. Never mind. You're good.
All
Ah,
right.
it's a really low failure, bro. What the? Is that a failure on an 8?
5%.
Because you have to
maybe?
low below your own skill, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
I forgot how this works.
Yeah.
That's a
Javier's
upsettingly low
nose.
number for a failure.
Twitches as he sniffs the air. He's got an incredible. Somehow years of drug abuse did not hurt his sense of smell too bad.
Yeah. Javier, you smell an incredible amount of blood on the other side of the door.
Okay, guys.
Snapper has a brief remembering of seeing the inside of this room, and that con check was to see whether or not he just starts vomiting from the awful scenery within.
Yeah. It's a
He's
lot.
like, oh.
I think Javier sees Snapper going through this, and I'm like, oh, you're kind of halfway remembering what's on the other side of that door, huh?
Yeah, not great.
Well, it doesn't smell great either. Guys, we're gonna see some fucked up shit in there. If we see this guy with no hands, don't assume he's not a threat because of that. You guys saw me open a tunnel earlier. Who knows what the hell this guy can do?
Great.
We have a gun.
Keaton holds up a knife.
Yeah, I have my knife at the ready.
All right. Are you all storming in at once?
You want to kick down the
we better.
door?
We have
Take
a
him by
key.
surprise?
You do have a key, or you could kick it down.
Is the
There are
key
many options.
stealthy?
We could unlock
or-
it with the key and then kick down the door.
That's true.
Yeah.
That will make it easier to do.
Is it even?
Yeah. Yeah. What happens when we
Element
try
of
to open the door?
surprise, but guaranteed of outcome.
Yeah.
Imagine
It'll
the
just
dumb
sound
like
conversation
lampshades
that
coming
leads
back.
to this.
We can pull through the door like in a cool pose and it will shock them.
Everyone just Charlie's Angels through the door.
Dun,
Yes.
dun,
Wait,
Strikes
Snapper.
poses.
How did we get in here last time, Snapper? What happened?
It's really fuzzy. I think you just opened the door. You unlocked it. Oh no, you stumbled through.
Didn't they
Okay,
open
so
the
we did
door
the
on
opposite
him
of
last
that.
time?
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound good. So let's just open it and not try to. I'm guessing, knowing what I would have tried to do, is I would have tried to have sneaked in. So yeah, we're not doing that. Let's just open the door.
All right. You open the door. What's this?
Jack kicked it
You
open.
send the door fucking flying.
Literally, like a nanosecond after it unlocks, the key is still in the door handle. Jet just like kicks it away.
You see that the door crashes down onto somebody on the other side, and you can't
Owned.
see them very well. But beyond them, you see what was once a place of serenity and worship, a refuge for those who still clung to faith in the depths of this dungeon of despair. This prison chapel has been transformed utterly. The pews have been pushed aside to make way for a procession of gore and viscera. Limbs and organs lay heaped in massive piles and dangling overhead from chains, diligently sorted by kind throughout the chapel. In its center, before the preacher's pulpit, lays what looks like some sort of profane ritual circle in the shape of an eye, glowing with otherworldly light. And standing before that ritual circle, you see a gaunt, impossibly old coyote, cradling a bundle of arms to his chest. His own have already been taken. And that is where we will take our break for tonight. We are done for the night.
Oh my
boy.
god.